So hello and welcome to another walk with Wraggy and Peppa. There we go. She's a bit of a chunky monkey these days. Which is not body shaming her because she's got spayed. She's put weight on, bless her. And whether it's to do with that, but also she's been on steroids for a month. So she's drinking loads and weeing loads. So literally every hour, letting her out for a blooming wee. But you know, she's a good girl. She loves this park. So yeah, this week, what a week! Bloody hell, so flipping warm. Come on, Peppa. Yeah, so warm, so uncomfortably warm as well. Building greenhouses into this week. 2 days over at the Newark site. 2 good days. Lots and lots of water, and it's that time of the year, unfortunately. And then over to the Cockcliff site. And again, like I say, mowing was the order of the day. Mowing on a high cut. Not collecting the grass, but then blowing the grass afterwards. What that does, it puts the nutrition back into the grass, but it doesn't leave any. Unlike this, where they've mowed it and it's all left. By doing it like that, it goes pretty quickly. Come on, the Pepper. Yeah, and then the greenhouse. Oh dear. When you get all the sides of the greenhouse, one part of the roof up, and bugger me, what happens? It's all to cock on one side. So one side's perfect, the other side's crap. So I had to take the roof off again, put some bracing bars in that I'd actually totally forgot about. Peppa! She realised I'm not there in a minute. She stopped moving. All she's doing a poo, one of the two. There she comes. If you can see her. There we go. Come on, you. I'm not walking for my health. But yeah, stupidly hot weather. Even this morning, it's as muggy as they come, and it is warm. I'm in trousers and a t-shirt. I'm sweating. Bloody hell. So, so warm. Fuck me. We don't get that happy medium in this country. Although, looking at the weather forecast for the week ahead, if you can ever believe a weather forecast, like we ever can we? In Britain, believe in weather forecasts? Nah. But the week ahead, it looks like it's going to be a slightly cooler week, 22, 23, which is nice. It's warm, but it's not stupidly warm. And maybe a bit dull and overcast. You know, after a week of 2 or 3 weeks of intense sun, I'm due a bloody week. Actually, we're cloudy again. It's a lot more manageable to work in. And I've got edge trimming to do, so I don't need too hot when I'm edge trimming. Physical work. I'm not mowing this week because I don't think it needs it. But yeah, unlike the grass here, which needs it. Although you could, you know, by leaving it like this, it stays green all year. The only problem is it looks shit. So yeah. There's a fine balance between having nice green grass and looking shit, or having shorter grass and looking really, really good, as my workplace does, and my own garden does. Although my own garden, I actually water the grass because I'm not on a water meter. So, well, I was at work, I'm on a water meter, which is balmy, innit? Because if I weren't on a water meter, I'd be watering all day long. So it's probably a good thing, you know, that we aren't. So doing the old Woodthorpe thing again this morning. Here we are. It's pretty quiet, actually. I like quiet. And it's funny, you don't seem to get the dogs, the bad dogs and bad owners on this park, which is a good thing, because we just walked through the estate and you've got a lovely chap with his dog. Dog's absolutely growling and barking to get at this one here. She ain't got a bark in there. I've only heard her bark about 5 times in the 7 or 8 months we've had her. And the dog's barking and she's like, fuck's like, fuck's going off here? What's he barking for? Daft twat. And yeah, you just imagine her thinking that. So the weekend's here. No gardening this weekend, which is brilliant. Although I'm going to mow my lawn and put the hose pipe on this morning, first thing, while I do a bit of cleaning up. But then we're going to Magpie Brewery for their first ever open day. Magpie, come a long way, 3 years ago, COVID times, they were predominantly modern traditional brewery. You would not call them craft, no. Did a nice impy start, mind. 10% impy start, 4 different flavours at the time. It was nice. These days, with Craig and James and Johnny as owners and head brewer, they have really come along, and now they're firmly in that craft beer thing. I won't call them a full-on craft beer brewery, but I would call them, certainly capable of delivering some good craft beer. So, you won't look at them as a track brewing company, no. But certainly, out of the 3 in Nottingham that aspire to be more craft, so if you think Black Iris, Neon Raptor, Liquid Lights, firmly craft, but Castle Rock, no. Their only craft actually came at the hands of Attic Brew Company, which is really strange. Is what it is on that. Why they can't brew that sort of thing at their own place. I'm surprised that Castle Rock have not modernised and actually got their own canning machine and started canning beers, even if it's just like the small batch craft releases. Although they can at the barley twist, but the can comes out of the keg and it only lasts like a day or so, which is a bit crap. Blue Monkey, they've come a long way, but they seem to have folded back into the cask beer more so and pulled away from the cans. I ain't seen much out of them for a while. But bearing in mind with all that cost of living crisis is still battering places, and brand perception is something. Blue Monkey, Castle Rock, Magpie, all perceived as modern traditional breweries. And I've got friends who are big camera drinkers rather. Go to all the beer festivals, and they won't touch Magpie. So no, the beer's not good. And that brand perception, maybe 3 years ago that was the case, but we've had some great keg craft beers from Magpie. So it's a funny one. It is a funny one. I would assume wherever we live in the UK and beyond, there were breweries that you label as a certain type of brewery, and when they release beers that are not in their, it's going to rain, not in their normal bracket, that you you just don't assume it's that it's that. To be fair, Blue Monkey at Christmas, last Christmas, they released their 6 barrel-aged Imperial Stouts. Now, they've got a head brewer who knows his barrel age, knows his big impies. I can't remember his blooming name now, I can't remember his... Dan? Yeah, I am crap with names, I am. And, sad to say, I mean, them barrel-aged impies were absolutely outstanding. But they were a firm marker. You know, they put them in the neon raptor area and bang the elephant area with the big impies. Yeah, firmly, absolutely firmly. But it's a funny one. Oh, so I'm absolutely roasting. Doing a good job of avoiding other dog walkers. She's not bothered about other dogs anyway. She don't care. She just loves to run in the long grass, which is where we're going now. Through the long grass, back onto the football pitch area, and go from there. She hasn't done a poo yet, so yes. Unless she pooed out last night. Yeah, she did do some poos. So yeah, it's a shame, but it's a sign of the times with the councils now that their parks, public parks, all look crap. And this is one of them. Yeah, not a patch on what I look after. Sadly, you know. The sad fact is of the matter that given full control, and I do mean full control, one person, me, could turn this park around, turn it into something special again. But I won't do it for Nottingham City Council. Too many bosses who know nothing, interfering, not letting you do things, shackled. And to be fair, where I am now, yeah, I'd say about 98% of the time, I'm absolutely got free rein. There's the odd time stuff happens, which is not under my thing. It gets a bit disappointing, but she absolutely loves this. She's running around like a nutter in this grass, biting the grass, eating the grass, and all that. We'll go this way a minute, Peppa. Oh, plenty of people walking their dogs and that this morning. Come on, Peppa. It's good for her to to have a run round, lose some energy. Oh. So yeah, after a tough week at work in the sun, there was a moment yesterday where me and Andy from the Happy Drinkers, we took down 2 greenhouses on 2 separate Sundays. I took them back, built the little one easy. That was bloody easy to build. And that's only easy to build because he marked up the glass panels and things, made it easy. I hate building stuff like that anyway. And the second one was a bit more challenging, and it was a lot more to build initially. And then start putting the glass in and try not to break glass. I actually only broke 1 glass panel during the whole thing. So there you go, that's good. And then yesterday, I was a bit disappointed. Thought they might reciprocate him for his time, because I mean, we've given him some beers and, you know, bought him a beer or two, but I can't afford to pay him. You know, my wages aren't great as it is. And yesterday they came with an envelope for both of us to split. So that's made the Magpie day today a bit more better, because, you know, not that I was worried about money today, because I'd already worked and put the money aside for it, but it means I can have a drink, maybe buy a few beers and enjoy it a bit more, which is good. So, you know, it's nice. It's not nice when you go out and you penny watching. Although, if there's a £7.50 Imperial Stout for a third, you can bollocks to that. Still, yeah, I don't care what brand, whose bloody brewery it is. There she comes. Absolutely loves it. There you go. She loves this place, and she loves a good run round as well. Hopefully, once her body sorts itself out, she'll go back to being a little bit slimmer. We don't hope that though. We give her food off the plate and that, and it's not a good thing, you know. She certainly loves these walks, and it's a good chance for me to do the walk with Wraggy, and something different to the channel, very different to the channel. Oh, I had to go home, mow the front garden, water it, mow the back garden, and then water it, and then give the house a clean before we leave at 12 or 1 to go and do some boozing, and hopefully not get too boozed. These things happen. Magpie Brewery. Videos will be coming, and reviews. Maybe even a live look round the brewery, but you never know. Cheers all.